What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Listen, the market went bananas today. The market went crazy today. Awesome day in the market. Basically, straight up market today. It was crazy. It was amazing. Made about $800 today in the market. Not bad, not bad. My brother, what's up? Chris is Devon. What's up, bro? What's going on, Devon? How you living? Everybody, go follow I.G.I_photo. Go follow him, everybody. Go follow him. Go follow him. Go follow. If you want to join in, Devon, join on in. If you want to join in, Devon, go ahead and hit the go ahead and join in. I'm learning charting and technical analysis. Good stuff, Brandy. Good stuff. That's how you do it. I'm Brandy. Yep, good stuff. That's how you do it. You want to make sure you understand technical analysis. Definitely want to make sure you understand technical analysis. So today, what are we talking about? Everybody, quit your job. What's going on, D-Rob? What's going on? Quit your job, everybody. Quit your job and start trading stock options. Okay, everybody, listen. This is the worst information you can possibly receive if somebody tell you, hey, quit your jobs and start going trading. Go start trading options. The reason why I say that is this. The moment you quit your job is the moment you lose all your leverage. Okay? The moment you quit your job is the moment you lose all of your leverage. And the reason why I say that is this. Think about your lifestyle right now. Think about how you exist in life, right? So, one second. Think about when you go to work, you pay your light bill, phone bill, car payment, all that good stuff, right? You pay all these things when you're working. Now, if you quit your job, just to start trading options, because you say, hey, I want to focus full-time, one second, So if you quit your job in the middle of trying to learn how to trade stock options, now what's going to happen is, everybody, you still got a mortgage payment due. You still got a light bill due. You still got a phone bill due. You got all these bills due. And if you quit your job, now look, what has to pay your bills? Now your bills have to be paid from what? Your bills have to be paid from your full-time, from trading full-time. So basically you're hustling backwards, because now you can't just use the money from your job to trade. Use your money from your job to pay your bills. Now you got to use the funds from trading to pay your bills. And now you hustling backwards. Okay? You hustling backwards. One second, everybody. I'm going to get this thing right on my screen. So I'm going to tell you, I'm finna give you some game and show you exactly how to do it. Hold on one second. One second. Boom, boom, boom. All right, here we go. All right, there we go. Perfect. Okay. All right, so check this out. So what you want to do is this, everybody. And it's hot in my house. I don't know why it's so hot in here. So this is what you want to do. You want to make sure that when you start trading options, you want to start off with $500 to $1,000. Let's go down this list. You want to start off with $500 to $1,000, okay? If you have a full-time job, you want to make sure, okay? You want to make sure you understand how your bills are in your household. Do you currently make enough money to cover all your bills, okay? If you make enough money to cover all your bills, that's great. So say you do make enough money to cover all your bills. So that's covered. So now while you're trading stock options, I don't care what anybody say, everybody. If you're new and this is your first time learning how to trade stock options, you're not going to come off the gate and start making money. I don't care who you are. I don't care how many gurus you done watched on YouTube and all that stuff. You're not going to jump into this stock market and think you're going to just start making money trading stock options. It does not work like that. I always tell people, give it 2 to 3 months just to get your feet wet. That's what I tell people. Get your feet wet. I'm not one of those people that's going to tell you, hey, you jump in and you're going to make money immediately. No, you're not. It's not going to happen like that. So check this out. So while you're learning this skill set, what you can be doing is you got the money from your full-time job. Let it keep paying your light bill, paying your phone bill, paying your car payment, paying your gas bill, paying the mortgage and all that stuff. You act like that money right there is going, like you act like this stock option money hasn't going anywhere yet. You're not doing anything with it. And say you start with $500 to $1,000. Once you start going through the process, and you say, hey, you finally get your account to $2,000, $3,000. Now you have $2,000 to $3,000 in your account, and you still have your full-time job. Okay, so now you're starting to build this nest egg up, right? You're starting to build this money up on the side, and your full-time job is still taking care of all of your expenses. Okay, full-time job is taking care of all your expenses. Now, check this out. So now, what's next? So now you sit there and say, okay, I'm making money trading. I have my full-time job. And now you want to keep doing the same cycle over. Now you want to say, what's my expiration date with my full-time job? What's your expiration date with your full-time job? You can say, I don't have an expiration date. I'm going to just keep working, keep grinding both of them out. Or you can say, hey, I want to make sure I have about 3 to 4 months, 6 months of mortgage, light bill, all of my expenses can be paid. So now you do the numbers. You say, okay, if I need $20,000, make sure everything's paid for the next 6 months. You want to work your full-time job until you can put $20,000 up, until you can put 20K up. So you want to say, let me stop doing this, let me stop doing this, let me save this, save this, save this. And now you put that 20K up. But the whole time while you're saving money to put your money to the side, trying to save that 20K, you're still over here trading. So say if you're making $100 a day on average trading, that's $25,000 a year. So now you got, in 1 year, if it take you to save 20K from your job, 1 year you save 20K from your job, and 1 year you made $25,000 trading, that's $45,000 altogether. So now you got $45,000 altogether, and you still haven't quit your full-time job. But now you got $20,000 in the bank, rainy day. You got $25K in your account, and now you're looking and saying, listen, do I truly want to quit my job? And this is what's going to happen to everybody. Everybody's going to say no. You're going to say, listen, if I save 20K from my full-time job, I can keep that over there. I got 25K in my trading account, and I got my full-time job. Let me bang out another 6 months and save another 10K. Boom, 6 months go by. Now you got 30K put aside. And now you said that 25K, now that 25K maybe 30, 35K. You see how it's growing and growing and growing? That's why it's so important to leverage your full-time job. Your full-time job is your business partner. Okay? Your full-time job is your business partner, your first business partner. You should have an agreement with your full-time job and say, listen, my goal right here is to make X amount of money. My goal right here is to make X, Y, Z, and I want to make this from my full-time job, and I only want to be here for 2 to 3 more years. Let me go ahead and put a plan together to how I can put X, Y, Z to the side, and you stick to that side. Because all of y'all probably know 2 to 3 years go by super fast. Okay, it goes by extremely fast, 2 to 3 years. It does not take long when you're going to look up and you're going to say, man, it's 2024 right now. It's going to be 2030. You're going to be like, what have I done for the past 6 years? Okay, you have to stick to a plan. But it will be foolish, everybody. It would definitely be foolish to quit your full-time job and start trading options, because trading options is not easy. Options is hard. Okay, it's not easy, it's hard. How much is that nest egg to be up to 20K? What you mean by that, Stacks? Ask that question again, Stacks. Don't fall asleep, y'all. This is true and great information. Okay, so listen, there's been times I definitely want to say, I'm about to quit my job, XYZ. And I thought about, I'm like, why should I quit? Why should I quit, right? When I'm making, the job is not too, it's demanding, but it's not too demanding, right? But why should I quit my job right now when I can work this job, take care of my expenses over there, trade over here, do this, and think about this, everybody. What people fail to realize is when you have a job, you have a W-2. So now when you go to the bank to get loans, to get things, but if you want to do real estate, you want to get a car company, whatever you want to do, now you got a W-2 where you can take to the bank and say, listen, I made XYZ on my W-2, and boom, get approved for a loan. I personally can get approved. Somebody who may have $3, $4, $5 million, $10 million, right? I may be able to get approved for a loan faster than they can, all because I have a W-2. I'm giving the job up first. I got it. First chance I get. Listen, I'm with you. I'm with you, but make sure you have that good. Make sure you have that nest egg, right? Make sure you have a nest egg because you do not, listen to me, you do not want to have to pay your bills with the market. Okay? Now you can get to that point, but it's not, you don't want it to be mandatory that you pay your bills with the market. AI coming for your job though, unfortunately. It's coming, it's on down the road, but yeah, it's definitely gonna happen. AI is going to replace a lot of jobs personally, but you still need people to you still need people to train the AI algorithms and all that stuff. So it's a long way. It's a long ways down the road personally, I think. But some jobs will definitely be replaced. Some jobs going to need human intuition at the same time. At the same time. So everybody, don't quit that job. Put a plan, get a plan together. Get a plan together. Everybody also, if you're new here, comment the word webinar. I'm having a free class this Sunday. If you're new to trading options and you want to learn more about trading options, comment the word webinar and I just accepted you, Devon. Comment the word webinar and I will send you a link. I DM you a link. So options is just a side hustle. No, it's not necessarily a side hustle. It can be your full-time income, but before it be your full-time income, you need to make sure that you understand how can it become your full-time income. You don't want it to become your full-time income. As soon as you start trading options, you quit your full-time job, and now options is your full-time income, and you have a bad month where you don't make any money. You lose $5,000 in a month, and now your bills gotta be paid, but you don't got anything in the reserves to pay those bills. You see what I'm saying? But what if you make $10,000 in 1 month? Boom, you good. Bills covered, everything great. But what if you lose $5,000 a month? Can you cover your bills? You see what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I'm saying. So it's definitely not a side hustle, right? Definitely not a side hustle. Trading options is life changing. Devon, what's going on, my guy?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Now, listen, everybody, let me introduce you to this guy right here, man. Everybody on the top, go to the top left of the screen and hit follow Devon. Listen, this is Devon. Devon is one of the coaches in my program. When I tell you this guy, he got the juice. He got the juice, everybody. How long you been trading, Devon? About what, 4 years now? 3, 4 years?
Going on 4 years. Yeah,
Going
three going on.
going on 4 years trading. And when I tell you, he's nice with it. Okay, he's definitely nice. But tell him your story, kind of, Devon. Tell him how you started and all that good stuff, and go from there.
Yeah, yeah. So I got started back in 2021, right? So I was looking online pretty much. I was watching JT Hustle's videos or whatever, trying to find a side hustle and figure something out so that I wouldn't have to be dedicating all of my time to my 9 to 5. Like I work in electrical construction, which is a pretty demanding field. So I spent a lot of my time at work. So I got tired of giving them 60, 70, 80-hour weeks. So I ended up finding Chris. I stumbled into Chris or whatever. I ended up taking the program. This was back when he was doing like the 3-day course. I ended up taking that 3-day course or whatever. And I was off and running from there. Like I lost sleep, man, because I was like, I got to get this thing. I got to get it. So, I just saw the potential in it. I saw the potential in it. It was something that, like I always kind of wanted the knowledge of, but never really knew how to get it or where to get it from. So it was just like thinking back to like 2021 up until now, like major. I would not see myself where I am right now. I'm still not where I want to be. And that's, there's a lot of factors that tie into that because one of the things that, a lot of people don't discuss when it comes to trading is psychology.
Yeah.
That is like the biggest part. When you have your strategy down pat, it doesn't matter how nice you are. Like you can read the heck out of a chart. You can point out and say the market is going this way, the market's going that way. It'll do all of that, but it will do it without you. You know what I'm saying? Like if your psychology is not on point. But in the time that I've been with Chris or whatever, like I respect that this brother is patient, like extremely patient. Everything that I've learned, even in terms of like being a coach and being on board with Chris, because like a year after I ended up doing Chris's course, I ended up coming on board with him. He ended up taking me in. We were teaching and doing the program and stuff, and just reaching out to help folks, and it's just the level of patience and his dedication to wanting to see people win or whatever. Like it shocked me, it amazed me. It was times like I hit him up and be like, bro, you gotta be one of the most patient people I've ever met in my life, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. Like dealing with like, the new traders and stuff and all the questions and stuff like that. I started out coming in just, being a guy who answered questions, and you go down that rabbit hole of trying to figure out, how to trade and how to be a better trader. And man, like now I wouldn't trade this for anything in the world. I've been able to pay stuff off. I still work my 9 to 5, but I make an amazing salary while I'm still at my 9 to 5, and I can attest to that. There's been times I called Chris and was like, "Yo, bro, I'm about to walk."
He said, "I'm gone, bro." He said, "Ain't tripping in here. I'm gone."
Yep. And I'm like, you know what? I'm bugging because I'm paying my bills. I'm paying my bills, and I'm able to enjoy like, some extra stuff. I'm able to do things for my family that I wasn't able to do before. I'm able to make a difference and be able to impact people's lives with the things that I've learned with my trading or whatever. And that's like the most valuable thing to me, just to be able to give that back. Chris, that brother blessed me. I'm not going to share how he blessed me, man, but I know that, this dude was a godsend because, if it comes from God, then it doesn't come with stress. It doesn't come with stress. It was just easy. Like everything fell in place. It was just like it blew my mind. So I've been with Chris ever since, and I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. And if you guys can take advantage of this, take advantage of this. I know that when it comes to like the trading stuff, we're kind of moving into a space where 2022 and 2023, a lot of people didn't do the right thing when it came to dealing with their mentees and their students and stuff, but we're not like that.
No.
We both go above and beyond, like even to our own detriment sometimes, just to make sure that you guys are going to learn what you need to learn in order to be successful, and like we stand by that. So
tell them about the message you got last week.
Oh man, one of the students just sends me a message. I get a message, dude. This was 2 weeks running, so it was like one student, but then it was a handful of them for like 2 weeks straight. I'm getting DMs crazy. One student, he was operating in the background, and he never said anything. He showed up to some classes. He wasn't at all the classes, but I get a DM, and it's a long, long DM too, and I'm just like, all right, I'm reading this thing. It almost brought me to tears because I'm like, meanwhile, this guy has been in the background the entire time, not saying nothing. The next time I hear from him, he sends me proof that he's a funded trader. He doesn't have not one, but he has 3 funded accounts. He's trading 3 funded accounts. This guy took an $11,000 payout. $11,000 payout. And he's like, man, like, I've been at this thing for forever, and just paying attention to the things that you guys been teaching and what you guys are presenting for us. It has changed him. To go from losing consistently back to back, like losing, and then all of a sudden now it's like things click, and now you're taking payouts, $11,000 payouts. I think in a week alone, bro, we had like 4 or 5 people get funded in that week alone.
It's crazy.
Funded and taking payouts.
Crazy.
Then we got Sebastian, who's going crazy. He's trying to take over the world.
Hey, so, as a matter of fact, Sebastian, try to join in. Hit the button to join in, Sebastian. And this is the thing about everybody. So in our program, Devon, I see somebody in the chat say something about they're doing better with futures and options. Listen, if you're doing better with futures and options, stick to the futures. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Stick to it because it's making money regardless. So Devon is our futures expert in the program. So he show people how to get funded accounts. Okay, Sebastian, join on in. Hit the button to join in. He show people how to get funded accounts. He show you to give you the game about futures and all that good stuff. So listen, man, we kind of got everything in our program. We truly have everything broken down, and we meet 6 days a week. This is not like a program where people show up once every 2 weeks and say, hey, how you doing? How everything going? And you watch a whole bunch of videos. No, we take our time and we meet probably about we meet 6 days a week, every day except for Saturday. And sometimes we meet twice in a day. We live trade together, having coaching sessions together, man. But thing about it is this, I'm just blessed. It's amazing. And I just give all glory to the Most High. The fact that just to see where Devon has come from, and Devon, he came through my first class, but I've learned things from Devon. You see what I'm saying? I've learned things from Devon, and it's just like I love when you can say, okay, let's all come together, put our thoughts together, and have this happen, have this happen, have this happen. And that's what I love about it. Devon taught me too much things. Devon introduced me to market structure. If it wasn't for Devon, he came through the course. He learned some things. Then he said, I want to know a little bit more. He wanted to learn market structure. And when he learned market structure, I'm like, show me the game, bro. You see what I'm saying? Show it to me. And booyah, there we go. Sebastian, what's going on, brother? How you living?
What's going on, guys? Hey, listen, I'm just gonna log straight into my thing right here and just let everybody know what's going on. It's screwy right now, but it's all good. Man, I'm having a good day. This is my back room. We are a 10 times, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8, not 9, but 10 times funded trader.
Funded trader.
Hey, listen, I downplay it sometimes, but I've done this 10 times now. This is an amazing opportunity and an amazing situation. I'm so appreciative to this guy right here. I'm laughing this guy above me, man. Listen, I got so much love for you guys. I'm actually getting the girls ready to go take a bath and everything. But this is changing my life. You know, it's going to get to a point where this is crazy. It's so important, like what's going on right now. But I've done this 10 times now. I'm funded 10 times. A year ago, I could barely keep, $25 going. Like, I'm just trying to hit $25. I'm trying to hit $50. Let me see something real quick. If I can find my journal, it's not near me. But, like, normally I got my journal on me at all times, man. Like, you guys are going to go through a real struggle. And I think it just comes with the territory of learning something new. Remember, you had to learn how to walk. You had to crawl first. You had to walk. Then you had to learn how to talk. You started out saying, like, mama and dada and stuff like that, keeping it real simple. But then once you finally get it and it clicks, like all day, hold on a second, all day, I'm just going to take you guys through just a couple of, like, just little eval things that I did today. I think they clear out at the end of the night, so you might not be able to see it. So now you can't see it right now, but, like, basically, if you can look at that, that's, like, the funds in your, I don't know, can you guys see that?
Not really. Oh, yes. Yeah, it's coming up, yeah.
All right, so right there, that's like the funds that are in your account and everything like that. So you put like $1,300 in today on one trade. We actually, like, everybody is kind of growing in our group right now, right? So we got a guy called Shizzy Barber. I actually don't know what this dude's real name is.
Hey, he had his first $1,000 day today, didn't he?
I don't know for sure, right? But this is what happened.
Was that $1,000 day?
He had $775 when I looked last.
Yeah.
He made a call this morning at 8 o'clock, right? At like 9:30. And he called the market so perfect. You can just see how much he's grown over the last couple weeks. And he goes, we're going to run up to like 504, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go, he literally says, we're going to go down to we're going to pull back to about 502. And then we're going to go up to 504. So I'm looking at his play. And, I'm like, normally I wouldn't copy a play. But I'm like, this is looking real good. So I hop in on his play to the downside. Instantly, I got $450, and I made $350. Then I'm looking at the play again, and where he's talking about is going to the upside to 504, and it's like a 934 or whatever. And normally, like, when you guys trade options, they tell you not to trade 930. When you trade futures, you're going to trade 930. You're going to trade 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. Futures is going to change a lot of people's thought process around. But so I get it 934, right? Literally 934. Between 934 and 935, SPY ran $1. $1 in SPY is $10 in futures. With 2 contracts in futures, that's $1,000. Easy. So then it ran another 40 cents. That's $1,400 in just 2 minutes. Like, when you get to the futures, SPY options and, like, learning how to read the chart is where it starts. But when you finally get to, like, the futures, day and night. What's up, Devon, by the way, man? Hey, good everybody. I came here and just started talking. I'd be excited.
Hey, no, you good.
It's crazy.
Devon,
It's
no.
crazy. I love it.
And listen, I love Sebastian. Sebastian jumped in. When Sebastian jumped in, he jumped in head first. Like, he jumped in head first, like, boom. I'm jumping into the 10-foot. I'm only 6 feet, however, but I'm jumping into 10-foot deep, 10-foot water, man. Whatever, 10 feet water, whatever, however try to say it. But he jumped into that water and he started swimming, drowning, swimming, doggy peddling, all he found he did it all, right? But one thing he did, and Sebastian said this earlier, he said, man, he asked Devon so many questions and he like racked his brain and racked his brain and racked his brain. If you want to learn something, ask the question. And Devon, somebody asked about a funded account. Get him an overview what a funded account is.
So with the funded accounts, the way the funded accounts work, and I suggest the funded accounts, especially for new traders, because the way the funded accounts work, it's a way to be able to take, like, if you have a minimum amount of capital, like if you don't have a lot of capital to work with, and let's say you're learning the futures, they have ones for options too. They're not the best. I don't really like the risk parameters and stuff, but with futures, the way the funded accounts work, you basically trade an evaluation account, right? You pay a certain amount or whatever. Like they're on sale all the time. You could pay $40 right now. Apex is doing a sale. $40, you get access to eval. So it's basically like a test. You have to make a certain amount without losing a certain amount. Should you pass that test, they give you access to.
Devon, I think Devon freezing.
Well, while he is frozen, I think.
Yeah, pick up where you left off, Sebastian, if you don't mind.
Yeah. So on the next part, you do an evaluation. So right now, like the $50,000 account, funded account is on sale for $37.40, right? So you pay them to track your progress. You're gonna trade every single day, just like you would trade in the options market and the futures market. And as you hit certain profit targets, they're going to fund you. So, like, let's say I'll actually take you to the page, straight on the internet, to the home page, and show you what it looks like. It's at, like, I use Apex Trader Funding, so it's literally just ATF.com. And it looks like this. You click on Get Started, it takes you down here. And so you're just trying to hit these little metrics. Like, for the $50,000 account, your profit target is $3,000 with a trailing threshold. And what they're trying to do is teach you, because they have a lot of tools on here as well, they're trying to teach you how to be a consistent and profitable trader. The entire system of Apex Trader Funding, it's made for people who take their profit. I literally changed my name. My biggest struggle when I started trading was taking profit. I literally changed my name to Mr. Take Your Profit. And the reason I went so hard, oh, by the way, this is Rainbow. This is my little girl. The reason I went so hard, man, I go hard for these little girls. But, like, if I'm going to walk you guys over my office, this is my office. This here is my vision board. I got lofty ambitions on my vision board that I got to achieve, man. I got some dreams that are going crazy out here. So I had to go hard. But I get it from my mom, man. I get it. My mom's a big time. She's been hustling, working her whole life. My mother is a self-made millionaire. She created hair products that grow your hair back if you have alopecia. You know, you're coming out of the process of cancer like that, completely natural, that we make down here in Savannah. And I just watched my mom go through struggles. She was an apartment manager at one time. She burned down her apartment. I'm not going to get deep into my story or whatever, but I watched my mom struggle and make her way. So struggling in the stock market for me was nothing. You know what I'm saying? There was plenty of days where, like, I'm sitting here, I'm like darn near in tears, I'm frustrated, and you want to quit, right?
Yep.
But if you get knocked down, like I said earlier, you get knocked down 99 times, as long as you get up that 100th time and keep going, one day this thing is going to click for you and it's going to change your life. There needs to be at least one person in every family who's learning this. But back to the funding question, right? So once you hit the profit target, I know I get all over the place sometimes. It's a very exciting experience. Once you hit the profit target of $3,000 or $4,000 or whatever the case it is, you'll receive a certificate like I showed you guys a minute ago. Let me go back in there. And they'll tell you literally that night, they'll say, hey, you passed let me go to the biggest challenge that I ever passed. So this is the biggest challenge I've ever passed. I passed a $150,000 challenge on April 10th. That was just 13 days ago, right? And that one, some luck, some skill, and everything went into that. But it's meant to be a challenge. It's meant to be hard. It's not meant to be easy. They don't want to just give anybody these accounts. They want profitable people, because if you can be profitable and you can consistently bring in $200, $100, $300, $1,000 a day, you're not only going to make yourself money, but you're going to make the prop firm money. So they're willing to front you $50,000, right? But they're not going to let you lose $50,000. They're not going to let you lose $150,000. They're going to have a very serious, very hard cap on there of $2,500. If you fall below $2,500, they don't care that you paid $160 for the account. that funded account is gone. So that is the most important part, and that is why I actually have 6 accounts now. So I run a show called Full Transparency Trading. I'm gonna let y'all in on a secret. I've actually lost 4 of my 10 accounts, which is why I have 6 accounts. I trade 6 accounts. How I lost those accounts is over leveraging and becoming too aggressive. Over leveraging is when you go in with way too many contracts, way too fast, and you're just trying to make excuse me, baby. You're trying to make $1,000 in like 1 minute. Okay,
Right.
you don't
Right.
have to do that. The thing that you're going to learn is just be consistent. I get in every single day with 2 contracts, and my day starts out up $100, up $200, up $300. And my normal goal that I take, like, I don't know if anybody, I'm not looking at the chat or whatever, but the normal goal that I take when I'm running my 2 contracts, I'm shooting for $300. Most people say use a 3 trade day, right? So if I get $300 in 3 trades, I'm usually going to make about $1,000. You basically had $1,000 day. You got $900. So if you can do consistently just a good trade, and $300 in ES is $3. That's a $3 move on ES for 2 contracts. So for every dollar, the way that I set it up with my 2 contract system, every 25 cents is $25, either winning or losing. I usually set my stop loss at $250. So I'm using a 4-to-1 ratio, $250 to $1,000 a profit. So I'm willing to lose $250 off of the account. Your starting trailing threshold is $2,500. So you get 10 times. There are 10 times where you can lose $250 before you ever lose this account, just playing it safe.
Yep.
And I will tell you that every single day I lose some money. Okay, I will sit here and cap you every single day. I lose some money, but every single night I'm green because it's all about balancing your losses and your wins. As long as your wins are larger than your losses, you're going to end the day green. So I think on average, I'll start with like negative 180, maybe negative $200 if it hits my stop loss or something like that. Sometimes I'll just cancel it out and take a loss early. But we'll get into that at another day. There's a lot to learn about futures. But honestly, in my opinion, it is a little simpler to understand futures and to trade futures than it is options. But options gives you what it says. Options. With options, I can put in $100, leave it for 2 months, and make $5,000. With futures, no matter what, they're going to tell you exactly what you're going to make, but you're going to make that number consistently. There's no exponential growth, and you can't hold overnight. So that's the biggest difference for you guys.
Yeah. No, that's dope. No, that's dope. And he's like he literally just what he just broke down to you all. Some of y'all may not understand, but he just broke down to you a science, right? He just broke down to you a science and just understanding that listen, he's risking $250 to make $1,000 every single day. You can say on average he's making maybe like anywhere from $900 to $1,000 from trading futures. He has what 100? You at 150K now, as far as funded accounts.
Yeah.
150,000. So what that means is this: hit the button, Devon. It'll pop up in a second. It hasn't showed up on my
I'm going
end.
to show them something real quick. I'm going to show them a neat little thing about futures, right?
Okay.
For everybody who uses TradingView, this is what futures looks like. So I would click trade. This is how simple it is to get into futures. You click trade, you click market. I want to lose $275. I want to gain $500. I click buy. I am now in this trade, right? I start out down $25. Look at my stop loss way down here. As we go up, I will literally just slide my stop loss up there. Now it's going positive. Once I get past there, I'll lock in that $25 win. And no matter what happens for the rest of this trade, I'll now stay positive. So you can't move that, but it says $0 right there. So I'm at $0. As soon as that turns green and we go to like $50, I'll lock in that $25 profit. I believe in locking in my profit. But I'm going to close out right now. As soon as I go positive on that, I just want to show you guys how simple it can be to get into a trade and to make just a little money. You don't have to make crazy money. This move right here from 51.22 to 51.23 is $200. That's $200 in just that little bitty move right there. You don't need a lot. You don't need to over leverage yourself. I don't need to go in here with 10 contracts and try to make, $15,000 in 5 minutes. Just keep it simple. Find a system that works for you. Learn how to read the charts. What Chris and Devon are teaching you guys is going to stick with you for life for one, but two, it's real and it's actually credible and workable. This just make it happen for you again and again. You're gonna make a lot of money off of this, and I'm not talking about like thousands every single day. I just mean you're gonna be consistently making $1, 2, 3, 4, $500 a day, and $500 a day times the 10 days is $5,000. If you do that over the 20 trading days that you trade a month, that's $10,000 a month. This entire game is about. So I'm up in my trade. I'm gonna close my trade out. So
you just got into the trade just now?
Yeah. And then so you close your trade out, you get these little notifications right here, and you just made money, and then your balance goes up down here.
Let's go. Everybody clap for him one time. clap for him one time, everybody. He literally got into a trade, trading futures live right here, made a couple of dollars, got out while he was talking just like that. Just like that. And how long you been trading? How long have you been trading again?
I started trading February 7th of last year. So this is a year and a couple of months now that I've been trading.
A year and a couple months.
So now, just a real quick lesson for you guys, right? In futures, what you're going to see a lot, let me zoom in on this. Devon, I'll tell you too. You're going to see this happen in futures. See how this makes a straight line? This is a reversal right here. That push down is a wick where they come up there to get your stop loss and everything. But this straight line is going to happen a lot. And it's going to show you how to get into these trades to the downside. So 1, 2, 3, 4, you get that jump up, but then it's like, hey, I'm going down. So that's 51.23. It ends at 51.20. That's another $100. That's $200. This down here is $300. So it's going to get to a point where you just understand differently how to get in and out of these trades. But it's coming, guys. For all of you guys that are brand new, give yourself grace, give yourself time. I don't care if it takes a year or 2 years. Stick with this thing, because the things that you can do with this, the time that you can buy back, and the skills that you're learning for a lifetime, this could literally change your life for good, permanently. Nope. Even if you're only making $25 an hour or a day, right? At the start of this, what job is coming to you just right off the bat? Like, hey, you only got to work 5 minutes. I'm going to give you $25. You only got to work 5 minutes. I'm going to give you $150. Hey, you got to look at that. I could have made even more money off of that trade. That's why I get excited. But you only got to work an hour. I'm going to give you $750 just sitting there at your computer for an hour. What job outside of cutting somebody open and fixing a heart or a brain is doing that for you?
Exactly.
That is why this is such a special thing to do. That is why I love this game so much. My best day is $14,700.
Say it one more time for the people in the back. Listen, say it one more time for the people in the back.
My best day is $14,700, and I'm gonna tell y'all. Listen, I cried like I was watching Disney's. I'm not gonna lie. I held my babies and I bawled like I've never seen. I have a book that I'm working on called "Just Because You're the Child of a Millionaire Doesn't Make You a Millionaire," right? And that's a lesson that you have to learn. Just because people in your family have money doesn't make you that same type of person. My mother's a millionaire. I'm not a millionaire. I have to find my own way, right? This is my way. I work day and night at this, literally. I get up at 2 o'clock in the morning, I trade. I get up at 4, I wake back up at 4, I trade from 4 to 4:30, and then I get back up at 8, and I trade from 8 to 8:30. And I make majority of my money before most people get their kids ready to go to school. But I'm working so hard at this because this is my way. This is my skill. If you ever played any video games, you know that the key to video games and getting good at video games is finding the pattern, recognizing the pattern, and repeating that pattern until you get better and better and better at it. There's no difference in this. There's no difference between a very good video game and playing in the stock market. You find the patterns, you recognize those patterns that they happen again and again and again. I don't care if you play Pac-Man or Call of Duty or anything. So gamers do very well with day trading. I've noticed that gamers do very well with day trading. Devon is also a gamer. He hasn't made it back in here, but we both play Call of Duty. It's all about pattern recognition and consistently putting in that practice to get better.
Yeah. I love it.
Let's go over the whole thing, man. I'm gonna let you talk, dude.
No, I don't got nothing to say. Hey, bro, listen.
I'll run on with this thing.
I don't got nothing to say. I love it. No, I love it.